Just casually starting a war here. Just don't mind. Hello everybody, this could be a video today. I haven't made a video in like 5 days. This is a weird camera angle. I'm gonna try shorten it. That's perfect. My hair isn't long enough for me to take off my Ushankas, even though it's gonna be like 90 degrees this week. Luckily, it ain't gonna be going outside. I still got a weird camera angle. That's somewhat better. Okay, so we're basically going to talk about what this video is going to be about. So, were the bad guns in Call of Duty actually bad? This is probably going to be filled with unpopular opinions, even though Jimmy from Chaos is basically the king of unpopular opinions. Because that dude literally said the TAR 21 from Modern Warfare 2 is not popular. He basically said it was like rare to see. I'm like, okay, bud. But for notes, Modern Warfare 2, World of War, technically Warzone and Call of Duty Mobile would not be mentioned. And just letting you know, I'm pretty sure I'll only mention 2 Modern Warfare 2 guns, the F2000 and the TMP. Just for a quick brief, the TMP is crap because it has 15 rounds, and the F2000, that one's debatable because I never really used it, but I do love the F2000 for some reason. It's like one of them soft spot guns for me. I like how it looks, the iron sights were good, Jimmy's usually like really good at underrated opinions. Overrated, unpopular opinions, I meant. The F2000 may have a lot of recoil, but I think it's controllable. But to get to the video itself, yeah, might have to look through this. And that, we will get to it. The guns that were actually bad, this is probably the majority opinion, or in some cases, everybody agrees with these. So let's start with the first one, the C-58 from Cold War. That one is complete crap. I don't know who exactly was like, let's go ahead and release the G3, but crap. I'm like, okay. I forgot if I made a video talking about how crap it is, because it's just terrible. I could possibly make a whole video series about how the C-58 sucks and how it needs to get buffed. Oh. And then you got the sawed-off from World War II. I actually agree with this one because when I use the gun, I would rarely get a one-shot kill or even a two-shot kill. You go bop, bop, reload, and the guy kills you. And the Dragunov from Black Ops 1, this one's debatable for me, but it is a crap gun since in Black Ops 1, the Dragunov is a sniper. I don't know why they say that. I'm pretty sure most of you know this. And, what's that, my neck? Yeah, the Dragunov, I think it's only good when you can have an extended mag and an ACOG sight on it. Just treat it like a DMR, because for some reason you put the ACOG sight on and its idle sway is actually really controllable. And of course, 15 rounds on a sniper is golden in that game. You got the M16 from AW and Modern Warfare 3. They were both crap. The AW one was actually slightly better because you can actually get a kill with it. The Modern Warfare 3 M16 is just a dog crap. You got terrible iron sights, weird ones. I think it was like really dramatized over here in the middle. Yeah, they're both crap. The Uzi from Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 4, these are both different levels of crap since in BO1, it kind of had mad damage and really high recoil, and maybe the iron sights were really crap at that far, but you could possibly put a red dot on it, and it has the highest ammo capacity in Black Ops 1, just 32 rounds, go with the 48. Also, you could probably also use it as like a mid-range carbine. You can use it like that. And then you got the Modern Warfare 4. I don't know why people don't talk about this Uzi the same way they talk about the Black Ops 1 version. Because that one is worse, even though it goes up to 50, which is 2 more rounds. You can have a caliber option. I think I might be seeing stuff on my wall, probably some dirt. And it's terrible. It's only like decent with that the .51 caliber option. And that gun is like terrible. It has horrible iron sights, a terrible reload time. I heard it had a delay, but I never felt it. Yeah, just a pretty crap gun. It actually also shoots slower than the one in Black Ops 1, even though you can actually put rapid fire on it. And then let's go to the Mac 11 from BO1. 20 rounds doesn't really need to be said much. Back in Black Ops 1, 20 rounds was like decent. It was actually acceptable at the time since It was an older Call of Duty, and the other guns either had 30 or one had 32. Oh crap, did the MPL have the 32 rounds? Probably. And then you got the G18 from Modern Warfare 3 and IW, which they both had 20 rounds, and this time it's actually different because they're both machine pistols. They're also both crap. I think back then when I used to play IW more, I was really good with the Hornet. I should put that as his name. But yeah, I basically did a somewhat decent job with it. And the G18 from Modern Warfare 3 is crap because the iron sights don't make sense. The Olympia from Black Ops 1, what can you say except for 5 shots don't kill a person? The ASP, just the Olympia pistol. It actually has nearly one of the fastest fire rates because you can actually just spam the crap out of it. It's got decent iron sights, but there's no front sight. The Mini Uzi from Modern Warfare 1, I actually played Modern Warfare Remastered. I played the Mini Uzi, and I'm pretty sure I'd rather use my fists. I think the Scorpion's technically better, but you can't really reload cancel it. The MP44 from Modern Warfare 1, this one's also crap. I've never used it online, though. I used it on bots, and holy crap, it's terrible. And I've seen the recoil, and it goes all the way up. And that, yeah, there are some weapons that are missing, as you can tell. Then there's the AA-12, which this one's from Modern Warfare 3. The Modern Warfare 3 AA-12. This one's complete crap because you need to have 2 to 5 rounds just shot at someone. And that's terrible for an automatic shotgun. Also, I think it might shoot slower. Then there's the P99. I actually love this pistol in real life. I actually like how it looks. But in Modern Warfare 3, it's usually a 3 to 7 shot kill. You get one of the turtlenecks. Every pistol in AW, because all 5 of these pistols are complete crap. I actually used them, so I do have some experience with it. 1911, that one is just terrible because it goes from 7 to 10 to 7 to 14, like how most pistols should be treated, or the 1911, honestly. It has really terrible damage, even though it's portrayed as a Desert Eagle of some sort. The RW1, it has a one-shot time. It has one shot. It's basically a pistol railgun. It's got a slow reload time, basically no iron sights, and it's very inconsistent. The Atlas 45, which is somewhat the most consistent pistol, you shoot it a lot. Oh crap, I forgot to add the M1 irons. That one's a really good pistol, but that one's primary. We're going to ignore that one. So the Atlas 45 has 10 to 15 rounds, and you shoot it, either you kill the guy or you don't. It's just odd. And then, yeah, there's the MP443 Karak in that game. It's a 2-round burst, which makes it even worse somehow. And did I mention them all? Oh yeah, the PDW, I forgot about that one. That one's automatic and it sucks. I think it has 20 rounds. No, it has 15 rounds and you go up to 22. Maybe it had 20 rounds, I don't know. It just sucked. The Venom X from IW, I rarely use this one, but when I did, it wasn't good. The Bison from Modern Warfare 4. That one is actually crap because the Bison in Cold War is actually better. It starts at 50 rounds, but can go up to both the ammo capacities +1 from Modern Warfare 4. The other Bisons are better. The M14 from Modern Warfare 1's crap. I know the G3's kind of crap, but I'm not exactly a semi-auto guy, so I don't really have much judgment on it, except for the fact that I like the gun. Yeah. And we're going to go to the guns that were not bad. Just write down the times. I probably should have pre-thought about it, but that would have been incredibly inaccurate. I'm going to try minusing it because I'm at to take 5 to 7 seconds out of this video. I was trying to do something, but I don't know how to start from afar. Probably should have a button on me. So you got the guns that were not bad. These people basically, I'm going to try to refresh myself. These people basically say these guns are crap. But I'm going to start with the first one. This is probably going to get Jimmy out of his seat. The Fad from Modern Warfare 3. He says, oh, that's just weird that it has a fan base. I don't know what's on my neck, and I don't want that to show. It has 40 rounds in the game, which is the highest out of the rifles. Also, it's actually one of the 4 rifles with the lowest amount of recoil. I don't know what he's going off. He says the recoil goes up to here, but I guess he gets shot a lot. We're going to get to that. So I have the 4 rifles from Modern Warfare 3 that have, from Modern Warfare 3 that have barely any recoil. I was checking if I had a pinky. So there is the G36C. We're going to do this in order somewhat. Then the ACR, then the Fad, and then the Scar L. The Scar L is abnormally good. You can literally get people off head glitches. But yeah, the Fad. It has 40 rounds, has less recoil than the ACR, and it just hits harder somewhat. It's actually a really good gun. I think it reloads really quick too. It's got decent iron sights, I'll tell you that. And it goes up to 60, which back then was really rare for a rifle to do. And I'll tell you, the Fad's actually really good. It's just one Achilles heel that Jimmy seems to really not point out directly. It has really high flinch. Because if you're shooting someone with a Fad and you get hit, you're going right to the sky. You can literally laser a guy off a head glitch. He hits you and your gun goes straight to the sky. That is basically a major flaw. But then there's the PM63. It has 20 rounds, but it has really good iron sights and it shoots really quick. It actually can also be dual wielded and it looks really good. Then you got the MPL from BO1. I'm pretty sure both of these guns got told they were bad for some reason. Don't mind, I do have some insecurities. But yeah, the MPL, it's basically the MP5, but with no extended mag for some reason. Then there's the M443 Garage from Ghosts. I actually like this pistol. You can actually spam it, and it's somewhat accurate. There's the SC10 from Ghosts. Jimmy said this one was crap, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? It's basically the ACR of Ghosts. Because just like the FAR 83, you don't even need to move your gun to make it hit your target. Because all you need to do is drag and figure out where they're running, because it actually kills them. This is before, like, the projectile thing. Executioner from Black Ops 2. This one actually baffles me, because a lot of people say it's crap, even though when I was a kid, or basically when I first played it. In 2012, when I only played Black Ops 2 for a month, because I had an Xbox 360 for a bit, and I think my brother's, it was like probably one of my brother's Xbox 3, yeah, screw that. Let's not mention that, but yeah, with the Executioner, I actually used it in Black Ops 2, and it was a one-shot that 15 meters away. That crap was amazing back then. But then I played the game again, and yeah, it was basically like yeah, it was pretty decent. It goes from like it's like a mix between 1 to 5 shots. It's very inconsistent now though. I think it might have been nerfed. The Vepr from Ghosts, I need to stop spacing out a bit. Yeah, I took a shower last night, just letting you know. So I got new clothes on. I'm checking if I can stop wearing Ushank on my videos. I think I just mentioned it, but my hair's a little short. Okay, so let's go to Vepr and Ghosts. Actually, this one has an Achilles heel too, but people did say it was crap for a while. I think they stopped talking about it though. It's somewhat accurate unless you have rapid fire and no grip. You just go, it goes straight either to left or topwards. But it's actually really decent. It does like rifle damage because it is a rifle. It reloads kind of fast, and other than that, actually it's Achilles heel, which I'm going to get to, and the fact that it's good iron sights. The Vepr, I actually tested this online because I started using it, and I actually noticed it because you'd be shooting at someone, and if one bullet hits you or you get one nick of damage, all of a sudden your rifle goes from like 27 damage to 0. Because it's weird, because I literally died just because I was shooting people with the Vepr, and one guy hit me, and there was no hit markers. Like, it literally looked like it was shooting at the wall, but it was a person. So, other than that, it has like an odd glitch. I don't even think it's patched. Probably someone should have mentioned that. The Vector from Black Ops 2. People seem to actually think this one is crap, which is weird, because I don't think the Scar H with stopping power Modern Warfare 2 is crap. The Vector is actually a 2 to 4 shot kill, and it is pretty good. Yeah. It's pretty good. I think she's the best SMG in that game. And then there's the crossbow in Advanced Warfare. Of course, beforehand, I watched many videos to see what people thought was crap, what was good, what might have been crap, what is good. I am going to get to that in the next section. There's going to be 5, technically. But, yeah. The crossbow is actually more of an accuracy thing. It's basically skill. You shoot someone with it. If it sticks, then they blow up. There's no hit markers when they blow up, just letting you know. It's actually a pretty good gun. The Cheekham CQB. This is going to piss off Jimmy again, because he's probably going to go out from under his rock and be like, that gun was terrible. And if you actually think about it, it has 36 rounds, which is the same as the Vector. You can just put it in the full auto, and it beats the Scorpion at its own game. They both shoot the exact same fire rate, but the Cheekham has more ammo, has less recoil, a faster reload speed, and just does a little more damage. The Scorpion is kind of crap, and we're going to get to that. The M30 Luftwaffe. People actually said this gun was crap because also it's a double barrel, because it's weird that everybody's got the mindset that in Call of Duty World War II, if it has 2 barrels, it's crap. But it actually has like the furthest range out of any of the shotguns. Probably should have put the Blunderboogie somewhere that was actually bad. But we're not gonna pick on the guy who gets kicked a lot. So yeah, it actually has somewhat decent iron sights. It has a rifle barrel option, and it shoots the furthest out of any shotgun. The M13 from Modern Warfare 4, I actually should have done more research about it, but the last time I used it, it was actually really good. It's basically slightly better than the M4, but I don't play Warzone anyways. The FR556 from Modern Warfare 4. In my updated video is number 2, and in the original is number 1. I'm gonna just tell you, like, that gun is abnormally strong. Like, you got a 3-round burst that feels like the M8, but like better. Actually, I rarely get more than one burst kill with it, because you can kill people in the game with like 3 to 4 bullets. I just wish there was an automatic option. You'd probably bring back the BO1 FAMAS like that. But then there's the Desert Eagle from Modern Warfare 3. I just woke up Jimmy again. Mr. Chaos is going to come through and just wreck my house at this point. The Desert Eagle is actually really good. I can understand the recoil problem, but every Desert Eagle has that problem. You go straight to the sky, but if you can control it or tap fire it in a certain way, it actually can literally laser people. In Modern Warfare 3, it has one more bullet, and the usual, it doesn't have extended mags. It actually does a lot of damage, and the iron sights look pretty good. It's a really good looking Desert Eagle, honestly. And yeah, it's pretty good. And then there's the nail gun from Cold War. This is probably most of my opinion, because at first I was like, this gun's crap. It has 15 rounds. But I'm like, you know what? I used it online and I killed like 6 people. And I'm like, it might actually be good. So I basically ruled with a nail gun. I kind of wish I had more options. So it'd be like 20 rounds, go up to 30 and 40 as magazine options. Maybe 2 sights, like that one micro sight and improved iron sights. But then, we're gonna go with the good guns that were actually bad. This is gonna be like people's top 10s pissed guns. They're gonna be like, yo, these guns were amazing, but they're actually crap. The 44 Magnum and Ghosts. I think that one colorblind guy, Drifter, he basically said the 44 Magnum was good and called it Ghosts. I'm like, you must be delusional. And this gun rarely gets a 2-shot kill. I'm literally serious. It rarely gets a 2-shot kill. Not a 1-shot kill, because it never does that. A 2-shot kill. You need to literally be extremely accurate with it, and it's also single action, so it shoots at like 12 rounds per minute. And you need to actually be pretty accurate with the gun. And here's what we were talking about earlier, the Scorpion Evo from Black Ops 2. This gun is complete crap. I actually used to like it because it shot really quick, but now I think about it, the iron sights are iffy, the magazine size is small, especially for an SMG in that game. It's really terrible. It has a pretty fast reload speed, but that's a given. And it kind of it's kind of weird insult, but it actually shoots way too fast. It's fine to have like a 100-round gun shoot like 1,000 rounds per minute, but this thing shoots like a PPSH and loses ammo way too quickly. So you'd probably only kill 3 people at most, and then have to reload. And if you get extended mags, which in Black Ops 2 was a monstrosity because you only go up to 42. Yeah, it didn't really go well. Maybe it was 45. I don't know. I probably should have checked. The Odin from Modern Warfare 2. Other than that, hit markers. It does a lot of damage and somehow has hit markers. It has 20 rounds and it is crap. It is the worst version of the Scar. It's a worse version of the Scar. The CR56 AMAX from Modern Warfare 4. This one's probably going to baffle a lot of people because people say it's great in Warzone, but I'm pretty sure pistol's better. I actually use this CR56 AMAX. The barrel options are stupid because they don't really make sense most of the time. They don't even have good iron sights at all. Its recoil is a little too high. Actually, not that much high, but really high. And it's got a 30-round mag that only goes up to 45, which is really low in that game. It actually is worse than the N94, and that thing's already kind of iffy as itself, even though I said it was like basically a better M4. Yeah, and the AMAX is actually pretty freaking terrible. It says it has high damage, but it's actually more of a living pea shooter. There's the Cod 98K from Modern Warfare 4 and World War II. For Modern Warfare 4, it's complete crap to the fact that it literally is very inconsistent. You probably get a cross-map shot and get a one-shot, or you can be up to someone's like face or eardrum and get a hit marker. And it also can't go past 5. And then there's World War II. I actually started hating it, Cod 98K, just for that reason, because people would be like, oh, this gun's so good. Be like, no, there's actually 6 to 8 snipers that are like better. The Type 38 would basically mop the floor with it the most in the gun, which is actually not even that good in that game. Still would beat it. You got the PTRS, we don't talk about that. The CDK 9mm, which is a bullpup one. You got the WZ-35, you got the M36, which has a really long reload time but would beat it. The Lee Enfield's better. The M19's better, even though its iron sights are screwed up. And the lever action just beats in general. The Delisle's also pretty good. So nearly every single sniper beats a Kar 98K, so it's actually more of the worst. But other than that, let's go with the FAMAS with Modern Warfare 2. People like this one, I guess, just because of nostalgia, because it's like the first time we ever got the FAMAS, and it looks really good. It's crap, I'll tell you that. I actually used it for a bit. Oh, crap, I think I broke my own rule. I just noticed that. Yeah, but the FAMAS and Modern Warfare 2, it's actually crap. But for the few, days I played Modern Warfare 2, I only got the level 20. Rip. So I played with the FAMAS. Holy crap, it's garbage. I picked up the M16, and that thing cross-maps people. So the M16 in Modern Warfare 2 is way better than the FAMAS. Because that thing is literally garbo. And then let's go with Sweat's Dream, the VMP. I think some people will just make it work somehow. Probably jitter mods or hacks. On BO3 and BO4, the VMP is both crap. Because in BO3, it has that weird extended mag system from Black Ops 2, but with a little bit more rounds. So it goes from 40 to 56 instead of 60. But in BO4, it's dumbed down to 50. Don't know why. The iron sights are decent somewhat. The fire rate's just a little slow. Actually, the recoil is a little high in the BO3 one now I think about it. It has a really odd reload speed. It's not actually really consistent with the damage. I actually used the one BO4 for a bit, and that one is terrible. And then you got the TAC 45 from BO2. That is actually the worst pistol. When people say Executioner is the worst, the TAC 45 is literally terrible. It goes from 10 to 13. You shoot that thing, and you're surprised how it's not called a pea shooter. They had some one from Advanced Warfare. We're going to go with that one. That's just a travesty and a half, because I heard it was actually really good. Holy crap, my head's hot. And, yeah, it's actually terrible. Actually, it could be somewhat considered good, but when you think about it, the ASM-1 is just, what I say is inconsistent. It's really odd, too. And then there's the Ram 7 from Modern Warfare 4. People said this was basically a better M4, but this thing is crap. It is terrible. The iron sights are bad. The barrel lengths don't make sense. You literally can't... Either you can have it, try being normal, but then there's too long. Delusion-y. But then there's the Honey Badger from Call of Duty Ghost. This one's just terrible. I actually used it, and it's complete crap. It does less damage than the SC-10 and the SA-805. Even though the SA-805 is basically a SCAR. But the Honey Badger does have one good thing about it. It has a suppressor. The iron sights aren't good. I tell you that. It has pretty cool reload, but it takes a long time. It's very inconsistent with damage. It's got an odd recoil pattern when you're not really focusing. Okay, and then the HK-21 from Black Ops 1. This one is complete crap. I have a lot to say about this one. It goes 30 to 60, which is pretty good, but then you realize the Stoner is just a better HK-21 than the RPK is better than the M60. It's actually pretty good. I actually used it a lot, and I'm like, I like this. I'd probably try finding the build that made it godly. But other than that, the HK-21 is basically the worst LMG in the game. Because it has horrible iron sights, very inconsistent recoil. You can go like this, and then this, and then this. It's like a weird tree. It has a very slow reload time. Also, I think I noticed that one side's has the plating and the other side doesn't, which kind of triggers me a bit. But yeah, it's also just really odd. And then the Fennec from Modern Warfare 2, this is basically just a bastardization of the Vector. I literally made it in that video about the rise and fall of the Vector. Holy crap, the Fennec is crap. It only has 25 rounds, which is the lowest out of any Vector. It has really odd iron sights. It's like a crappier version of the Ghost ones, and those were already crap. It's got a really slow reload time. It has really low damage. It shoots oddly fast in a wrong way. You lose all the ammo before you even get a kill. Nope, I think this thing ain't really hooked on. Never mind, I'll do that later. Okay, and then there's the AK-74U from Cold War. That one is actually overhyped. I don't know how some people make it decent in the class structure. It's a little odd. Hey, bud. And then there's the Krig 6. Actually, at this point, I just kind of stopped trying. And then, oh crap, I thought I saw something. Hey, look, a bird. Yeah, the Craig 6 is actually kind of dumbed down by the XM4 and the 483. I'll give you that. Okay, and then let's go to my ending speech like I'm in a Transformers movie. What makes a Cod Gun bad? I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of the Call of Duty guns are bad. Some are actually bad. There is a lot of factors that make certain guns bad. Some might just be snipers themselves, which, if you're if it's a sniper, then it's definitely gonna be crap. But other than that, as you see from the list, it's either just minute issues like barely any attachments, can't go from a certain number, doesn't do that much damage, or like the C-58 just craps over the reputation. It either has crap iron sights, really low magazine capacity, a slow reload time, horrible damage, slow fire rate, odd recoil patterns, sometimes even like a jankier recoil, horrible idle sway, horrible attachment options, and the gunfight system, of course. The broken suppressors, odd glitches, horrible gun design, short damage range. Just sometimes they go into nothing, and sometimes it's just naturally broken. Like the most recent update for Call of Duty World War II, because they had a bunch of reflex sights for some of these pistols, like no, not the pistols, like the freaking guns, like Shad and the Balishkowick. Them two guns actually have a reflex sight option that can't be changed. For the Shad, it's a little easier because you can just put something in the middle. While for the Balishkowick, you actually put a reticle on it, and the thing disappears. It's a weird glitch. But I'll tell you, if this video gets to maybe 7 likes, I'll try making a sequel to this video, or maybe you can comment what video you want to see next. I'm actually gonna start getting to the videos pretty shortly, and I would hope I would do a better job. I am trying to be a little consistent. Holy crap, I think I might be steaming. But make sure to like and subscribe, comment. I would actually like some comments because I barely get any. And have a good day.